Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. We are Group 4 today to present learning from others' experience by exploring the factors, challenges and strategies of being in a group. The presentation for today will be discussed by my group members which are Mirsha, Ifa, Haza, Aisha, Hanim and Aimi.
Good morning everyone, my name is Aisha and for today I'll be presenting about the first participant. Our first participant of this assignment is Musa Mahmoud Ahmed. He is 63 years old and he is currently working as a professor in the Faculty of Engineering in UNIMAS. He also has been holding this position for the past 6 years. One of his job scopes are research project evaluation and assessment. When asked, the participant disclosed that he usually takes up to 3 months to adjust into a new working environment. He also has good relationship and teamwork with his colleagues.
Next, the second participant is Miss Sarina binti Saharin. She is a 50 years old woman working as a finance manager in a private accounting firm. Her job is to manage and support the internal staff in the company. She also has been working in the company for 27 years and it only took her 1 to 3 months to fully adjust to the company's policy.
So the third participant that we interview is Nofahana binti Nasser and she is 28 years old. She worked as an occupational therapist at Hospital Sultan Ismail in Johor and has been working there for 4 months. The main scope of her work is in the area of rehabilitation. She took a week to adjust to the group norm and rule and able to adapt in a short time because the environment at the department are very cooperative. She stated that her group have a good relationship among themselves and she had the experience in managing one of the online courses related to her rehabilitation and she helped in preparing the prizes that were given to the winner during the online courses.
Next is factors in a group. From our interview with the first participant, we have found that there are 3 important factors that contribute to completing a task in a group. The first one is personal behavior. The second one is professional values, while the third is capacity of team members' knowledge. This includes the team members' capability of completing a certain task. Next is division of tasks in a group. The first step is familiarization of team members. This is important for new members of the group to familiarize themselves with the other members of the group. Next is the discussion of job distribution between team members. This allows the team members to come up with a good formula of working together. The third step is appointing a project leader. A project leader will be responsible of conducting weekly meetings. And lastly is discussion of timelines and deadlines so that all members of the group can be coherent.
Based on the interview with the participant 1, he shares that one of the challenges that he remembers is involving the task delay by one of the members of the group that he is working with. This task delay by one member has affected the whole group submission. Based on this situation, we can describe that this situation has led to the process loss in group performance. Process loss is a reduction in performance effectiveness or efficiency caused by actions, operations, or dynamics that prevent the group from reaching its full potential, including reduced effort, faulty group process, and coordination problems. Besides that, we also assume the situation of that one members that has affected the whole group may be due to the regimen effect. The regimen effect explains the motivational loss where the reduction of individual effort is exerted when people work in groups compared to when they work alone. Next is strategies. The interviewee shares about the strategies in dealing with the challenges that he experienced, and he shares the strategies is by having a good plan and setting clear goals. By setting clear goals, it can stimulate a number of production enhancing processes, including increases in effort, better planning, more accurate monitoring of the quality of the group's works, and increased commitment to the group. Another strategy is to increase the leader involvement and effectiveness. Fiedler contingency theory suggests that leadership effectiveness can be increased and determined by 2 factors, which is the leader's motivation style and the favorability of the situation. The leader's motivation style can be either task motivated or relation motivated, while for the situational favorability is determined by the leader-member relation, the task structure, and the leader's power.
Next, we interviewed the second participant, Miss Sarina, about what are the factors that can make a group achieve its goal. She emphasizes on three important factors, which are attitude, communication, and having a multiplayer mindset. The first factor, attitude, is about having a positive attitude between both leaders and the members or staff. The positive attitude that she mentioned in the interview is that leaders and members must always be supportive and look out for each other. Next, Ms. Sarina emphasizes on having clear communication so that all the members in the group have the same or parallel understanding. And the last factor is having a multiplayer mindset. In the interview, Ms. Sarina said that our work is always interrelated with other members' work in the group. This means that our progress can affect other members' progress as well. Hence, we must always be considerate of everyone in the group.
Next, the challenges in the group faced by the second participant, Ms. Sarina, are difficulties in communication and lack of clear expectations among members. Ms. Sarina group is a diverse group as it consists of members from different countries with different background, cultures, and languages. And this has caused a lot of communication difficulties due to the different slangs and cultures by different members. This can probably be related to how diversity in groups caused members to perceive one another as different and resulted in lack of cohesion in the group and caused difficulties. Besides, expectations from the members are not clearly clarified, which also resulted in misunderstandings between members. We believe that this might happen due to the lack of clear emphasis of group members' role and expectation in the beginning phase of the group, which is very important. Next, moving on to the strategies, Ms. Sarina stated that they use validation to cope with the communication difficulties, as validation provides acknowledgement of individual differences, which is essential in a group. Besides, this also helps members to respect and tolerate each other, which resulted in them being able to work together as a group. Moreover, they also used feedback to make sure that their members are aware of their roles and what is expected of them, as well as to prevent group from making mistakes and intervene with the group goals.
For participant 3, one of the factors is the characteristics of members. The leader's characteristics were especially highlighted and are incongruent with the trait theory, which distinguishes a leader from the follower. The member also exhibit good personalities, which allow teamwork and a positive working environment. Next, the democratic leadership style that allows member involvement in decision-making enhances member engagement, sense of belonging, as well as encourage creative process in problem solving. In teamwork, group tasks were distributed fairly by the leader. The leader who is task competent and knowledgeable usually handled the heavy tasks, while the inexperienced members handled the lighter tasks. They help each other along the process. This relationship develops mutual dependency, which then strengthens group cohesiveness.
For the challenge in the group, when I asked her the challenge she experienced when working in a group, she stated that the language barrier is the challenge that she faced. This is because she does not really fluent in English that make her difficult to communicate with others and also unfamiliar with the medical term that being used. She also stated that sometimes she does not really understand the instruction given in English, and it will be harder if the instruction includes some of the medical term that she is unfamiliar with. This makes her to feel worried as it can affect her work and other work too. Thus, we can relate this with the structure of the group, which is the group norm. The group norm are to communicate in English and use the medical term in a work-related job. Thus, in order to fit the norm of the group, she has to be familiar with this standard by practice to communicate more in English and learn the medical term that are being used. This is to make sure that she can work with others in a better and more efficient way. When I asked question if the challenges ever lead to conflict in the group, she answered no. In the earlier statement, she mentioned that the working environment at her department is very cooperative. This shows that the group members understand that she is still new in the work field, thus they take consideration and help her to improve her communication skill and teach her new knowledge. We can relate this with the social support, specifically informational support, which is providing guidance and advice. By helping her to adapt to the environment, it can help her to feel comfortable and make her feel less stressed. This helps her to function well in the work and can bring a positive impact to the group performance and process.
In resolving conflicts, the cooperating mode of the dual conflict model is adapted. The aim is to understand issues at the root before working together to find solution by communicating clearly through discussions. The member will clarify, share opinion, and give feedback. Leader mediates the discussion to ensure members' full participation. The next strategy is to reassess and define clear goals, structure, and tasks. It helps in identifying areas that need improvement. Besides, when members are aware of their roles, tasks, and their shared goals, misunderstanding can be avoided. Self-reflection is encouraged to promote self-potential growth.
In conclusion, this task has led us to know in depth about factors, challenges, and strategies based on other people's experiences. What makes this task interesting is these three interviewees have different backgrounds, and from these backgrounds, we learn that there are many factors that can make them work in a group in different types of settings. Through this task, we also learn that members' personality and the role of the leader play a crucial element in group dynamics for the group to be able to function well and effectively. Lastly, we are also able to see how the teamwork and good relationship between members can bring a positive environment to the group.